Hello guys, welcome back to 1878 Blues. I've tried to record this video 5 times, by the way, and these kids round where I live just doing me heading by my car, and other people just doing me heading. So I've recorded it again. But yeah, just before we get into this match reaction, I'm doing a sleep out at Goodison event, where I'll be staying overnight at Goodison for charity for the homeless people around Liverpool, I think, or around the UK. Either way, it's a good charity, and yeah, we'll get an understanding of what it feels like to sleep outside. So yeah, I've got my donation page link in my description. Anything from a penny to £1, whatever will do. You know, it's the thought that counts. At the end of the day, I do have a fundraising target of £143. Sorry, £134. Sorry, because of that's how many years I've been at Goodison Park. So yeah, that would be much appreciated, and obviously like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, Everton 3, Aston Villa 2. I haven't watched the game. Only watched it about 10 minutes ago on my phone. So obviously don't know the in-depth analysis of the game, but obviously for Carragher's comments, the first 10-15 minutes we were very nervous until we got that Dwight McNeil goal. And then Calvert-Lewin made it 2-0 with a header, nearly offside, but it wasn't. And then DYCHE, classic DYCHE, he's got to go. He's got to go for me. He's got to go now. I think he's had enough chances to kind of turn the fans' heads around, and he's had chance. You know, he must hear what the fans want, and he just thinks he missed an overall. And listen, he's obviously in a far superior position than any of us fans, but I think we know our club better than anyone who comes in, and we can see it in front of our very own eyes how negative he is. You can't go 2-0 up with Villa, and I understand Villa are much better than us. There's no denying it. They're much better than us. But to go 2-0 up, and we had ways to kind of potentially go 3 or 4. You know, if we just kept at them, I think Villa was always going to get back in the game some way or the other, in terms of even if it's a score, even if it's a goal, or it's just more quality attack and player footballing, and it could hurt anyone. But we just let them back in the game, and you know, we've already done this last 2 weeks ago against Bournemouth, exactly 2-0 up and then 3-2 loss again, and we let them back in the game. And yeah, that may have been very late on the game, a few tired legs, even though I don't know how you're tired after the 4th game of the season. I'm sorry, I don't know how. We need to look at our coaches and training methods, because that's no excuse. But and we just let Bournemouth whip balls into the box and punish us, and we did the exact same with Villa, in the sense of just allowing them back in the game and holding back and sitting back. And what for? You're just inviting quality pressure coming at you with players who can't fucking defend at the moment. A goalkeeper who's in no man's land half the time as well. And you know, it already wound me up when I seen the team news that Michael Keane started over O'Brien, even though when O'Brien come on, he looked shaky, he looked just, I think he was out of position as well, so he didn't look great. But I just think at this point anything's better than Michael Keane. We did get a goal back because of Michael Keane, of his very weak defending, and Pickford again just like in no man's land, and ball gets floated in the air from Luca Dean, and he's just in the back post. Watkins, not just a League 2 striker or someone who just hasn't scored a goal in ages. It's Ollie Watkins, England international, scored I think 20 goals last season in the Premier League, and he just gets beat by him. But it was pathetic defending from a Premier League defender, an experienced one. And then even know what the other goal was. He scored a second. But either way, completely and utterly pathetic by a lot of them throughout the most of that game. You know, at the same time, with me blaming DYCHE, the players have really got to stand up, and they've just got to fucking stand up. Ollie Watkins scores a second. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even fucking remember how that went in. But and then Duran scores a screamer, which I can't blame anyone for, but I'll just blame the way they've collapsed in a sense. Just no pride in it to go and lose 2 games in a bounce from 2-0 up to 3-2. It's an utter disgrace. The performances were flat again. And I think once Textor comes in, I think that's up for DYCHE. I think maybe he might give him a little trial run, but I don't have a go at DYCHE too much for last season. He did really well in the circumstances, even though there's no excuse for that 3-month winless run. There isn't an excuse, and he's so lucky to still have a job at that point. But we kept him on. He got us over the line with all the points of deductions, everything negative about every week for Everton that season. It must have not been easy to manage. He did well, but I think, you know, you give him a trial run this season and he's not. It's been mostly on him, in my eyes. It's just poor game management. It's reactive than proactive, and I blame a number of these defeats on him. I understand we've had some injuries and whatnot. I can't. The performances are terrible as well. You know, not starting in DYCHE for the first game or two was not good, because he already looked really well in pre-season. I don't understand what the issue is. Maybe Jasper Lindstrom looks a little bit weak at the moment. It's a totally new country he's playing in, and he'll need time to adjust. But the way, I just think everything tactically, formations, in game management, it's all been very, very poor, and there's no surprise. Now we've had 4 defeats in a row in the first start. You know, every year now feels like we're just breaking another record after record after record, and it's becoming a bit boring, to be honest. And I'm not letting it hit me or get to me as much as it would do normally. And thankfully as well, I've been heavily distracted in them last 2 games, so might have been a different story if it wasn't. But yeah, I'm running out of things to say, to be honest, because what more can you say about a? You can't just keep blaming the players, because we get new ones in and then they do the same thing. It's about the management, it's about the whole running of the club and the way things are. Maybe it's just the wrong players we're getting in as well. I just don't know anymore. Like, McNeil's goal was very good. I think both of them scored against Bournemouth as well, which makes it even worse. It just feels like deja vu. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure they did. Let me check. And also, what even hurt more, which I didn't even know about, was Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin missed a chance anyway before that. He had like literally more time than I have to wait to get on a bus sometimes in town. And he didn't even hit the ball. He got tackled. That's how bad it was. And that tackle and the ball just went past the post. So he didn't even get an effort on target or off target. It was embarrassing. And then obviously he was through again. It seemed like the way the commentator was speaking, that it was shortly after that Duran goal, because it was immediate. The way his reaction wasn't just like dramatic. Calvert-Lewin at the bar, should have buried it. He just should have buried it. He's been absolutely terrible for as long as I can remember in one-on-one moments with his feet. He's you know, when people go on about Tim Kerr, that he's only like a head. He can only use his head. No, that's Calvert-Lewin. He can't use his feet at all, or it's very poor for the league he's in terms of standards. So, yeah, that proves it there, because it was terrible. He's just whacked the ball and hit the bar. There's no composure, there's nothing. It's nothing as a class Premier League striker. He's got more, I don't know, he's got more composure than Donald Trump at one of his rallies. It's not even funny in the slightest, but I couldn't think on that spot. Let's see. Oh, it was Michael Keane and Calvert-Lewin. But yeah, still. Oh, God, I just can't be arsed. I can't be arsed with more drama this season. I just want a nice quiet season where we're just under the radar. We do our thing, we go home, we're happy, finish near mid-table, whatever. I'm not arsed. But all this drama and this embarrassments we have to face week on week for the baddest club, and they don't understand the impact it has on the fans because they keep on doing it and they don't give a shit, it seems. So we've got a game against Southampton in the cup. We have to beat them, in my opinion. They've been as poor as us. They have more of an excuse because they're coming up from the Championship, even though it's after one season, and they've had some tough games in there as well. And it's our chance to beat a Premier League opposition for the first time this season, even though it's not in the actual Premier League fixture. It's not a Premier League fixture in terms of we're not going to get any points from it. It's a cup game, but it's a good chance for us to get off. We're not off the mark because we haven't, again, fucking won a game in a cup and then lost 2 the way we have. So even if we win 6-0, I'll be expecting to lose 3-2 the week after. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for the next video, which I'm really looking forward to making later.